Right now, your dog could be in pain and not showing it on purpose. Not limping, not crying, just quietly hiding it from the one person they trust most in the world. And if you've been calling it laziness or old age, you need to watch this. Here's something most owners never think about. Dogs come from ancestors who lived in the wild where showing weakness meant getting pushed out of the pack, or worse, becoming a target. That instinct never disappeared. So when your dog is hurting, their first instinct isn't to show you, it's to hide it. Which means the signs we're about to go through aren't dramatic. They're small, quiet, easy to explain away, which is exactly why they get missed for weeks, sometimes months. Quick question before we start: has your dog ever done something weird that didn't quite make sense at the time? Looking back, do you wonder if they were trying to tell you something hurt? Drop it in the comments. I genuinely read them all. Watch how long it takes your dog to actually lie down. A healthy dog circles once, maybe twice, and drops. A dog in pain circles repeatedly, shifts, gets up, tries again, sometimes never fully settles.
If your dog used to flop down instantly and now takes 2 or 3 minutes fussing around first, their body's telling them no position feels safe. Owners usually chalk this up to getting picky in old age. It's rarely that simple.
Here's one you can actually test right now. Gently run your hand from your dog's shoulders down to the base of their tail. Light, even pressure. Watch closely. A comfortable dog barely reacts. A dog carrying pain along that line will often dip their spine downward, almost pulling away from your hand, or their tail drops, suddenly mid-stroke. Vets actually use a version of this exact check during physical exams. Try it gently after this video. You might be surprised. This one's sneaky, because most owners interpret it completely wrong. Your dog suddenly becomes clingier, following you room to room, leaning against your legs more. Most people think, extra love today. Sometimes that's true. But sudden clinginess with no clear trigger, no storm, no stranger at the door, is also one of the earliest common responses to pain. Being near you just feels like the safest place when something feels off internally. If you've already spotted one of these in your dog, don't panic yet, there is 5 more. And they build on each other. Hit like if you're taking notes. And let's keep going. Panting during play. Panting in the heat, totally normal. Panting while lying completely still in a cool room, doing nothing physical. Not normal. That's often the body's response to internal discomfort, kind of like how we breathe faster when something aches. This isn't about refusing food. It's subtler: eating slower than usual, walking away from the bowl and coming back later, or hesitating before approaching food they normally love. This pattern shows up a lot with pain in the neck, mouth, or joints, because the position needed to eat, head lowered, neck extended, can genuinely hurt. Track your dog's eating rhythm for a few days if something feels off. This is the one that really gets owners once they understand it. Not touch in general, one specific spot. A dog who used to love being petted on their hips or lower back and now pulls away, tenses up, or gives a low warning growl only in that exact spot isn't being difficult. They're telling you as clearly as a dog possibly can that something there hurts. Dogs rarely growl or flinch without reason, and owners often mistake this for a behavior problem instead of what it actually is. This one's the quietest, and honestly, most owners never catch it at all. Dogs actually have detectable pain expressions. Researchers have studied this using scales similar to the ones used for humans in hospitals. Watch for tightness around the eyes, ears held slightly back even while resting, and a mouth that looks tense instead of loose. A relaxed dog's face looks soft. A dog in pain often looks subtly strained even lying still, even looking calm on the surface. Once you learn to spot this, you genuinely can't unsee it. Not normal grooming, that's fine. This is repetitive licking of the exact same paw, leg, or belly spot, over and over, sometimes until the fur thins or the skin looks irritated. Dogs lick to self-soothe, kind of like a person rubbing a sore muscle without even thinking about it. If your dog keeps returning to one specific spot day after day, that's rarely a random habit. That's your dog telling you, in the only language they have, exactly where it hurts. Here's what makes these 8 signs genuinely dangerous when missed. They almost never show up alone for long. A dog struggling to settle at night is often the same dog panting at rest, and eating a little differently too. They quietly stack up week after week while everything still looks mostly fine from the outside, because your dog is doing exactly what evolution wired them to do: push through it and keep functioning for you. Think about how this usually plays out. A dog takes a little longer to jump on the couch. He's just getting lazy. A few weeks later, he's licking one paw more, maybe allergies. Then he's panting more at night. Room's just warm. None of it feels urgent on its own. That's exactly the trap. Pain rarely shows up as one dramatic moment. It arrives in scattered pieces, spaced out just enough that each one seems easy to dismiss until months have quietly passed. If you noticed 2 or 3 of these while watching, don't panic but do pay attention. Over the next few days, just watch how your dog settles at night, how they breathe while resting, and whether they flinch from touch in one specific spot. Notice any hesitation before jumping or climbing stairs they used to take without thinking. A single odd moment might mean nothing. A pattern across several days means something, and that's worth bringing straight to your vet, described exactly as you saw it. Your vet can't watch your dog 24 hours a day. You can. That makes you the most important observer your dog has.
If this made you rethink something you'd been brushing off, that's exactly why I make these videos. Tell me in the comments if any of these hit close to home for your dog. And subscribe. There's a follow-up video coming on one common nighttime behavior almost every dog does that most owners have never even noticed. Once you know what to look for, you won't be able to unsee it.